Continuous probability distribution. Discrete is countable. Continuous is measurable. You know this? Discrete is countable. Continuous is measurable. Okay. So discrete part we have already completed. So this is continuous probability distribution. It's not CDF. CDF meaning is cumulative. Okay. A random, copy this, variable has continuous probability distribution if and only if and only if, first point, f of x greater than or equal to 0, x lies between the interval a and b, between the interval a and b. This I will make you understand. And second part is a to b f of x dx is equal to 1. This was also there in discrete, where summation of p of x is equal to 1. All probabilities ka total is equal to 1. This was there in discrete also. Okay, but then we are learning continuous right now. So this is called as interval. X lies between A and B. So these two criteria should be fulfilled. These two criteria should be fulfilled. Okay. So we'll start. Yeah. And probability. Okay, that I'll teach you while teaching the problem. Fine. So exercise 8.2. Exercise 8.2, question number 1. Check whether each of the following is a PDF. Check whether each of the following is a PDF. Okay. PDF meaning is probability distribution function. It is also called as PMF, probability mass function, or probability density function. Everything means one and the same. This we have discussed in discrete also. But then this is continuous. Why it is continuous? Intervals are given in the problem. There are intervals given in the problem. So the first part, f of x is equal to, there are two parts to this, x and 2 minus x. When is the value of f of x equal to x? When x is lying between 0 to 1. And when is the value of f of x 2 minus x? When x is lying between 1 to 2. So first part, f of x is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, now you put any value of x now on the board, everyone, otherwise you will not understand. You put any value of x from 0 to 1 over here. Is this going to be negative? X का कोई भी value डालो इसमें 0 to 1 के बीच में. Is it going to be negative or negative? No, it can be 0, but then it cannot be negative. X inclusive है ना? 0 is inclusive. Now you put any value of x between 1 and 2 over here. Is f of x going to be negative? It will start with 1.00001. Okay. X is greater than 1, not equal to. And this is equal to 1. Sorry. Equal to is mentioned over here earlier, but then here it is not. So you put x value between 1 and 2. 1 is not inclusive. So the next value after 1 is 1.00001, something like that, till 2. So you put any value of x between 1 and 2 over here, including 2. Is this going to be negative? No. Anyone who is not able to understand, please raise your hand. 2 minus 1.0001, it is positive. 2 minus 1.1, 2 minus 1.2, 2 minus 2. All these values are either 0 or positive. So this first criteria is fulfilled. We need not use specific reason. We just have to mention f of x is greater than or equal to 0. Clear? So first criteria is fulfilled. What is the second criteria? Integration. So now see, integration of The overall interval is between 0 to 2. From 0 to 2. Okay. F of x dx. Now we'll break down the interval into two parts because the function is defined in different ways for different intervals. You are understanding my language? Okay. For this interval, the function is this. For this interval, the function is this. Clear? So from 0 to 1, what is the function? X dx. And from 1 to 2, what is the function? 2 minus x dx. Now, after solving this, what should be my answer? 1. If the answer is not 1, it's not a PDF PMF. It's not a probability distribution at all. Now, this part is simple integration. That's why I give you homework. Okay. What is the integration of x? X square by 2, x raised to 1, x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1, 1 and 0, right? Integration of 2 to x. Integration of x, x square by 2. Okay. Now, these are definite integrals. Over there, na, for this. 2 times box minus box. Tell me what will come inside the first box? 1 square by 2. We have written a test on this topic. 0 square by 2. यहाँ पे बताओ. 2 into 2. 2 square by 2. 2 into 1. 1 square by 2. So this is half. This is 0. 4 minus 2. How 4 minus 2? Clear now? What is 4 minus 2? 2. And this is 2 minus half. What is 2 minus half? 2 minus half. Huh? 2 minus half. What is 2 minus half? 3 by 2. Okay. 3 by 2. Correct now, guys? Now what? Now what? Okay. So half minus 3 by 2 plus 2. What is half minus 3 by 2? Minus 1 equal to 1. Did we get the desired result? Therefore, both the criteria are true. Therefore, it's a PDF or PMF. Right? Start copying. Chalo. Quickly. Second sub question. Second sub question. F of x is equal to 2. The interval is between 0 and 1. The interval is between 0 and 1. F of x is equal to 2. The interval is between 0 and 1. Okay. Now, first point, f of x is greater than or equal to 0. Now, you put any value of x between 0 and 1 over here. Can you really put any value of x over here? No, it's a constant function. Is there x over here to put that value? No. So, you put any value of x between 0 to 1 over here, the answer will remain positive. So, f of x is equal to greater than or equal to 0. So, this we are not writing randomly. It has some meaning. Okay. Now 0 to 1 f of x dx. A previous problem it was 0 to 2 because this is the starting point and this is the ending point. Okay. This problem it is 0 to 1. So there is only one function and this is 2. What is the integration of 2? 2x. 1 and 0. Box minus box. 2 into 1 minus 2 into 0. Answer is 2. Not equal to 1. Therefore, not a PDF. Are you guys convinced? Copy. Make it quick. Yeah. So question number 2. Now, if you read the question over there, so whenever guys see this interval is given in the problem, whenever this interval is given in the problem, that means what? It is continuous because the interval will include decimal values also. Are countable numbers in decimals? No. So that's the reason why discrete does not have decimal value of x. Okay. But in continuous has decimal values of x, so integration comes into picture. Okay. So the next problem, the following is the PDF. Now, first of all, if you take a look at this particular problem, it is continuous or discrete? Continuous or discrete? Continuous or discrete? How do you come to know? Interval. Interval is given in the problem. Interval is given in the problem. Okay. So it is continuous random variable. In this particular problem, we don't have to prove it is a continuous, it is a PDF. It is given, it is a PDF. It is a PDF of a continuous random variable. We don't have to prove. We don't have to prove it is a it is a PDF. Okay, it is given, it is a PDF. Are you understanding this particular point? Be attentive over here. Okay. F of x is what? What is f of x? X upon it. Okay. And x lies between So this is true only for 0 to 4. That 0 otherwise you can ignore. That 0 otherwise you can ignore. Correct? Right? Now, in this problem, they're asking you the probabilities. So the first probability they're asking is probability of x less than 1.5. Now look at the number line over here. Our interval is between 0 to 4. We should draw this, huh? Where is 1.5? Is it somewhere in the middle? Okay. 1.5 is over here. Correct? Less than 1.5. Towards the left or towards the right? Towards the left. Left, right, you don't know what? Less than 1.5. Correct? So this is 0 to 1.5. Did you understand? You understood the logic of this 0? Because it is less than 1.5, but then it will start at what? 0. Look at that number line. F of x is x by 8. So x by 8 will come over here. So 1 by 8 outside. Integration of x dx. 0 and 1.5. What is the integration of x? X square upon 2. 0 to 1.5. Did you understand? 1 by 16 outside. X square 1.5 and 0. 8 into 2, 16. We did that because both are constants. You can keep it outside. But then after 1 by 16, put this curly bracket. That's very important. Because 1 by 16 is for both the box brackets. 1.5 square minus 0 square. Did you understand? So what is 1.5 square? 2.25. So this will be 2.25 upon 16, right? 225 upon 1600. Can we reduce this further? So that will be your answer. Reduced fraction. No need to divide it and get a decimal point. But then the major criteria is numerator should be less than the denominator. We are calculating probabilities. Numerator should be less than the denominator. Did you understand? Second and third, we are just going to write out the hint and leave it. Second, probability of x lying between 1 to 2. So 0 and 4, 1 and 2. Correct? 1 and 2 is in between. So what to shade on the number line? The place between 1 and 2. That's absolutely correct. So what is the lower limit and upper limit? 1 and 2. What is the function? X by 8. Okay. It will be same. Solution will be same. Only the upper limit and lower limit will change over here. So this part is self-study. You are not solving it right now because one part you will solve it very properly. Next one. Third one. Probability of what? X is greater than 2. Okay. Now our interval is between 0 to 4. Okay. That's the interval of the entire problem. 2 is over here. Greater than 2 means what? Right side. So what should be the lower limit and upper limit? Lower limit is 4 or lower limit is 2? 2. Lower value, lower limit, x upon it. These two calculations will be absolutely more easier than the first one because वहाँ पे decimal था, यहाँ पे तो decimal भी नहीं है. But then I want a reduced fraction answer over here. Okay. Start. Please copy this fast. Yeah, sure. So this is how the problems will be in continuous. Yes, what is the answer over here? 9 by 64. Okay. So I think we'll discuss the third problem, question number 3. Okay. Exercise 8.2. Yeah. Read the question. See over there. So what is x over there? X is a random variable which is used for temperature in Celsius. Is it clear from the first line? Is it clear from the first line, everyone? Yeah. हाँ? टेक्स्ट बुक किधर है? F of x is equal to x cube upon 64. It's an important topic. Basically, textbook भी कुछ लाना है. Okay, so x lies between 0 to 4. Okay. Now read the first part of the question. And what is the meaning of that part? What is the meaning of that part? अनुष्का इसको इमेज ग्रुप के ऊपर डाल दे. हाँ. What is the meaning of the first part? What is the meaning of the first part? We need to prove it is a PDF. It's not given it is a PDF. We need to verify. So while verifying, what is the first criteria? F of x should be greater than or equal to 0. Now you put any value of x between 0 to 4 over here. Is it going to be negative? What is the meaning of greater than or equal to 0? 0 or positive, right? तो ये नेगेटिव होने का चांस है क्या? नहीं है. x 0 to 4, you put it over here. Cube of any 0 or positive value is going to be non-negative only, right? It's logical. Anyone who is not understanding, just raise your hand. X का कोई भी value डालो between 0 to 4 over here, this can never be negative. Secondly, integration 0 to 4. Why I'm taking 0 to 4? That's the interval of the problem. 0 otherwise को ignore करने का. 0 to 4, f of x dx. What is f of x? X cube by 64. Very simple and basic definite integrals will be over here. ज़्यादा हाई-फाई complicated definite integrals नहीं रहेगा इसमें. 1 upon 64 x cube dx 0 to 4. 1 upon 64 x raised to 4 by 4. 0 to 4. X raised to n formula 64 outside. Why? Because it's a constant. Okay. 1 upon 256 x raised to 4. 4 and 0. 1 upon 256 box minus box. What am I missing over here? Curly bracket. Very important. Okay. Now luckily the second value is 0. If the second value is not 0, what you will do, you just give this value to the first one, and then mistake will occur. That's why this curly bracket is very important. Fine. Yeah. Make that habit. What is 4 raised to 4? 256 upon 256, which is equal to 1. Okay. Therefore, PDF or PMF, probability mass function. Was this difficult? Easy till now? Okay. Second part. Second part to simple probability they are asking. Okay. Interval is 0 to 4. Do you agree with me, guys? What probability they are asking? 0 to 1. So this probability they are asking. Probability for this values of x. Tell me the lower limit, upper limit. Okay. Now what is f of x? X cube by 64 dx. Self study. See, we have solved this. This will be quite simple for you. Third part. Probability of x between 1 and 3. Draw this number line. Don't ask whether we have to draw this or not. You should draw. 0 to 4.
What's the difference between greater and equal to and between some was one both the upper limit and lower limit will be the same thing.
Sorry?
So what's the difference between like x is less than equal to 1 and less than 1? What's the difference? Is the upper limit and lower limit will be the same in all this?
Yes, it will be same regardless because this is continuous. In discrete, it will have an impact. He has asked a very proper question, I should say. Okay. I'll discuss this at the end of this problem. Yeah. So where is 1 and 3? 1 and 3 is over here. Okay. Tell me. Come on. X cube by 64 dx. Okay. Now see. I'll take one discrete example. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. P of x. Some probabilities are there over here. Okay. What will be sum of P of x over here? 1. Then only it will be probability distribution. Right? What he is asking, x lies between 1 and 2. Okay. Let's take 0 over here. Fine. Yeah. So here, which probabilities will get included? Between 0 and 2, who are there? 1. But in here, which probabilities will be there? Huh? 1 and 2. Both will be there because here there is equal to. This is for discrete. But then for continuous, it will be 0 to 2. Here also it will be 0 to 2. So greater than or equal to will not really matter. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, it will be considered that number only. Where in continuous, not in discrete. Fine. Chalo, start copying. Anyone who is not able to understand should please ask doubts. So you should read properly in the question whether they're asking you to prove or not. If proof is not asked, well and good. Otherwise, you'll have to prove it is a PDF. Now, question number 5 and 6 are absolutely very important. Okay. And they are simple as well because they ask such kind of problems in the board exam. Less time consuming, more scoring category problems these are like Poison. 5 and 6. Okay. Yeah. So question number 5. Question number 5. What is X over there? What is X? What is the meaning of X? What is X meaning over there? That means if a student is going in a library, he will take max to max 2 minutes to select a book. Okay. Did you understand? 0 minutes or 2 minutes के बीच में he will take time to pull out a book. That is the meaning of the problem. What will do with zero otherwise? What will do with zero otherwise? Will ignore it. Correct? Yeah. Now my first question to all of you. It is a PDF or we need to prove it is a PDF. Suppose that X has a PDF. X is a random variable. Variable it is used as a variable for what? For time. Okay. So first part. Probability of X less than or equal to 1. Right? Number line 0 to 2, 1 in between. What is the meaning of less than or equal to? Left hand side of 1 or right hand side of 1? This particular part. So what will be the lower limit? What will be the upper limit? 1. And what is f of x? 0.5 dx. Absolutely very simple. Not difficult at all. They have asked this kind of problems in the board exam. That's why I'm saying don't leave stuff for option. X square by 2. Do you agree? 0 and 1. What is 0.5? Half. Correct na guys? 1 by 4. X square 1 and 0. 1 by 4. Then what? Box bracket minus box bracket 1 square minus 0 square, which is equal to 1 by 4. Numerator less than denominator, our answer is correct. Did you understand? Second part and third part are for self-study. Okay. And I'm sure you'll be able to understand the number line over there. So it's a very simple problem. If they ask this for 3 marks, it is cakewalk. Okay. In the second sub question, what will be the lower limit? 0.5. What will be the upper limit? 1.5. Correct. In the third sub question, what will be the lower limit? Greater than 1.5. So 1.5 is the lower limit. Upper limit is what? 2. Upper limit of the problem. नंबर लाइन पे वो बनाना पड़ेगा आपको। ये लॉजिकल है ना? यस, लेट अस गो टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 6। अगेन वेरी सिंपल प्रॉब्लम। Okay, f of x is equal to 1 upon 5. Okay, this type of functions are called as constant functions. Why? Because there is no x. Variable ही नहीं है उसमें. These are constant functions. Okay. Yeah. Zero otherwise please ignore. What is x over there? What is x over there? Waiting time in minutes. So max to max 5 minutes के अंदर बस आएगा ही. That is the assumption for this problem, right? X is the random variable which follows continuous. Why it is following continuous probability distribution? Interval is given. Interval. We don't have to prove. We don't have to prove it is PDF. It is given, it is PDF. Okay. First part. Probability, which probability they're asking? Now 0 to 5 is over here. Is 1 to 3 in between? Yes. So probability of x between 1 and 3. So between 1 and 3, what is f of x? 1 by 5. What is the integration of 1 by 5? 1 by 5x. Clear? 3 and 1. Take 1 by 5 outside. X 3 and 1. 1 by 5. Curly bracket. 3 and 1. So the answer over here is 2 by 5. Correct? Second part. X is more than 4. Guys, what is the meaning of x is more than 4? 4 is more than x, right? 4 is lesser than x. X is more than 4. Okay. So what will be the upper limit over here? 0 to 5. 4 is over here. More than 4. So this is what? 5. So 4 to 5. This even if you don't write, that's fine. But then that diagram is absolutely very important. 1 upon 5 dx self-study. Did you understand this particular problem? Yeah. Are you ready for the next one? We'll be solving 4 and 7 first. Now the discussion is going to change. Okay. Question number 4. My first question to all of you, if you are referring this particular problem, my first question to all of you is it given it is a PDF or we need to prove it is a PDF? Represents the PDF, so it is a PDF. So 4 sub question 1, it's a PDF. And whenever we are supposed to find out K or any other constant, at time we have to do this. Since PDF means PDF is given, this is given, integration of 0 to 2 f of dx is equal to 1. Can someone explain why we are writing 0 to 2? Interval of the problem. Why this is equal to 1? It's a PDF. When to use this particular formula or property? Any constant is supposed to be known. That time we are supposed to use this. समझ में आया? तो पहले k का वैल्यू निकालते हैं. What is f of x? kx. करेक्ट ना? इक्वल टू 1. x का इंटीग्रेशन क्या है बताओ? हाँ? हाउ? x रेज टू 1. x square upon 2, 2 and 0. Correct? Are you able to understand this? 2 outside. Why? Constant. Curly bracket. Box minus box. 1. 2 square minus 0 square. K by 2 into 4 is equal to 1. K is equal to half. Did you understand? समझ में आया? Okay. Now which probability they are asking? X lies between 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 2. Okay. Now what is the interval of the problem? 0 to 2. What is 1 upon 4? 0.25. 1 upon 2? 0.5. Is it between these two? Yes. So I'll just write 1 upon 4 over here, 1 upon 2 over here. Shade this. Okay. 1 upon 4, 1 upon 2. Okay. F of x. What is f of x? Kx. X square by 2. Right? Okay. 1 by 2, 1 by 4. K by 2. Right? X square. Right? Spaciously. Have we got the value of k? Yes. Substitute करो उसको. 1 upon 2 divided by 2. K का वैल्यू डाल दिया मैंने. What is k? 1 upon 2. Curly bracket. Box minus box. 1 upon 2 square minus 1 upon 4 square. Is this 1 upon 4? Yes or no? Curly bracket. 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 16. 1 upon 4. 16 is the LCM. So I'll multiply the first number with 4 up and down. Minus 1. 3 by 64. Did you understand this? Numerator should be less, its probability. Chalo, have you understood this problem? Copy systematically, please. Be attentive while copying. Any doubts, any confusions? Are you able to understand? Definite integral part is very simple over here. You just need to know the concept, initial concept. That's it. Calculation is absolutely very simple. This is not tough integration. See, those who are copying, please copy first. Okay, question number 7 after this. Question number 7. Suppose error involved in making a certain measurement is a continuous random variable x with PDF. So PDF is given or we need to prove it is a PDF? It's given. Okay. So what is f of x? I think I left the fourth sub question too. I'll do that first. Sorry. It's on page number 145 at the top. वो रह गया है मेरा. Okay. So f of x equal to kx 1 minus x. X lies between 0 to 1. Correct? Okay. Now see, we need to find out the value of k. So between 0 to 1, f of x dx is equal to what? 1. Because it's a PDF. Since PDF, it is given in the problem. You can copy parallelly. Right? Now what is f of x? Kx 1 minus x dx is equal to 1. How to integrate this? Anyone? K तो बाहर जाएगा. X minus x square. Is this integration or multiplication? This is multiplication. X का इंटीग्रेशन क्या रहेगा बोलो? X square का इंटीग्रेशन x cube by 3. Okay, 1. Right? K 1. 1 square by 2 minus 1 cube by 3. 0 square by 2 minus 0 cube by 3. The value of the second box is going to be 0. Right? So we'll just write down K 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 3 equal to 1. Okay. Hey, this is not 1 upon 2 the whole square. Huh? Only x is 1 over here in the first box. So K 1 by 6 is equal to 1. K is equal to 6. We got the value of K. Okay. The probabilities A and B part are for self-study. The probabilities A and B part are for self-study. Clear? Okay. Now for the probability part, A part, look at the question in the textbook. What is the lower limit? Upper limit? Quite logical, right? And while solving, in the end, put the value of K also. Starting से मत डालो. थोड़ा सॉल्व करने के बाद में इंटीग्रेट करने के बाद में कॉमन लेने के बाद में डालो. Not at the beginning. Okay. You can do that at the beginning also, not really a problem, but then just put it at the end. B part. What is the lower limit? X less than half. 0 और 1 के बीच में half है. Less than half. So what is the lower limit? 0. It starts with 0 and it will end at half. Easy? Okay. Yes. But then look at this. If your calculation is like this, for example, x square by 2, and if x is half, so this is half square by 2. Huh? How to solve this half square by 2? 1 by 4 divided by 2. This 2 is this 2. 1 by 8. So don't go wrong over here. Fine. Let's go to question number 7. So directly we'll try and understand over there that we need to find out the value of k, right? It's a PDF given. It's a PDF given, right? So yes, integration of minus 2 to 2. F of x dx is equal to 1. Now negative number is there as the value of x. Huh? So be very careful over here. Okay. Now one student asked me, sir, negative value is there of x. Then how this is a PDF? The reason is you can put all these negative values over here. Okay. These values will not be more than 2. It will be only till minus 2. So square still minus 2 will be less than 4 only. So this x square value will be less than 4 only. So 4 minus a value which is less than 4 is positive. 0 से लेके -2 का कोई भी वैल्यू इसमें डाल दो. ओके, इट विल बी ओनली टिल 4 और वो पॉजिटिव वैल्यू रहेगा. 0 स्क्वायर 0, -2 स्क्वायर 4. So these values are only between x square values only between 0 to 4. So when you subtract these values from 4, it will be a positive value only. It cannot be a negative value, right? Chalo. So that was conceptual part. This is equal to 1 since PDF. Hey, ये भी लिखो in the paper since PDF. Directly don't write it is equal to 1. -2 to 2 k 4 minus x square dx is equal to 1. Do you agree with this? How to solve this further? k बाहर निकला. 4 का इंटीग्रेशन क्या है? x स्क्वायर का इंटीग्रेशन x क्यूब बाई 3. 2n minus 2 is equal to 1. 2n minus 2 is equal to 1. Okay. Yeah. So k curly bracket absolutely very important. चलो बोलो. 4 into 2. 2 cube by 3. 4 into minus 2 cube by 3. Okay. यहाँ पे there is full on chance to go wrong. Okay. Because of some silly mistake. So 8 minus 8 by 3. Correct. What is this? Minus 8. Minus 8 by 3. Clear? Why minus 8 by 3? -2 का क्यूब कितना रहता है? -8. So 24 minus 8. What is 24 minus 8? 16 by 3. The first box. Okay. और इसका कैलकुलेशन मैं यहाँ पे कर देता हूँ. It will be plus. So बोलो -24 plus 8. What is -24 plus 8? हाँ. -24 plus 8 -16. -16 upon 3. So eventually we are going to add this. 32 by 3. So k is equal to 3 by 32. Did you understand this? First copy this. Come on. Okay. Now we are supposed to calculate the probabilities over there. The probability part is very simple, but then we'll just discuss it. Fine. So first one, P of x is greater than 0, number line. Interval is from minus to 0 is over here. Greater than 0 is this part. So which probability they are asking? 0 to 2, f of x. What is f of x? K into 4 minus x squared dx. K outside, 4 minus x squared dx, 0 to 2, self-study. First integrate this and then just put the value of k. इतना तो copy करो. Second part, x less than minus 1 to 1. Okay, minus 1 to 1. So minus 1 to 1, k 4 minus x squared dx. K value we have calculated. So first integrate this and end में you can put the value of k. Okay, right? Last one, third one. Just copy this. Yeah, the last one. P of x less than minus 0.5 or okay, x is greater than 0.5. Now when we say or, it's always addition. Okay, or is union. In the in set theory, in probability, or is nothing but union and union is addition. Okay, now look at the number line, everyone. Minus 2 to 2, minus 0.5 is over here and 0.5 is over here. So this value and this value they are asking. So it will be the addition of the two probabilities. Integration of minus 2 to minus 0.5 f of x k into 4 minus x squared dx plus 0.5 into 2 k into 4 minus x squared dx. Okay. Now see guys, I'm going to solve this separately, I1 and I2, and this is the required probability P. Just copy this much. We are going to solve this because of the complicated numbers. What is k that we have got? 3 by 32, right? Curly bracket box minus box. Okay, so the numbers will make it further difficult. What is 4 into minus 0.5? Minus 2. Do you know this? 4 into minus 0.5. Minus 2. Difficult. Multiplication. Minus. What about this? Tell me. 0.5 5 cube, 125 upon 3. Correct? Minus 8 minus 8 by 3.
So isn't it minus 0.15?
Yeah, correct. Because I forgot a minus sign over here. Correct, correct, correct. See, that's why it makes this particular calculation a bit difficult. So I wrote plus 0.5, it is minus 0.5. Okay, so this is minus. So there are two minus. This is also negative. Okay, so 3 by 32 minus 6 plus 0.125 upon 3 minus, what about this? Minus 8 into 3, 24 plus 8 upon 3. Correct? 3 by 32. Okay, minus 6 plus 0.125. What is minus 6 plus 0.125? 6 point triple zero, 0.125 minus 6 plus. Okay, so eventually it is going to be negative 75. 8 minus 5.875 upon 3 minus, what about this? Minus 16 upon 3. Clear? 32, common denominator 3, minus 5.875 plus 16. 16 point triple zero minus 5.875. So this is 25, 1, 0, and 1. 96, and this is 10.125. Okay? Yes or no? Is it divisible by 3? Acha, basically this 3 and this 3 we can cancel. Correct, na? Okay. The calculation is lengthy, this one. Okay. So be with me over here. Yeah. 10.125 divided by 32. Now this type of calculations you divide only. Here you will have to divide because I2 is also there. I2 is also there. Right? So this will be 0 point something. 0.3 something. Okay. 32 threes are how much? 96, 52. 32 ones are 32. Okay. 32 fives are 160. 32 six are 192. 32 sevens are, बोलो, 224. So this much is fine. 0.316, which is 0.32. चलेगा? Fine. I2 भी solve करना है. I'm just doing the work for you. You just copy. I2 is going to be simple. Not that simple, but then, so just solve it I2 after a while. First copy this. Here. I2 actually, this is 0.5, it is not negative. I'll start with the calculation of I2. You can also proceed. I2. Do it. If you do difficult things, easier things will be quite easy then. So just practice this. K 4 minus x square dx 0.52. 2. K outside 4 minus x square dx 0.522. K, what is K? 3 by 32. 4x minus x cube by 3. 0.5 and 2. Acha guys, listen everyone, just stop for a while. While solving I1, I was just thinking about one small thing, and that small thing was not taking a decimal over here. But then I already started, and that later on I realized कि okay, I should have done that. So see, look at the calculation. ये देखो, this is half, okay? Understand the fractional part also, and then you decide what is best for you. 3 by 32, box minus box, correct? 4 into 2 minus 2 cube by 3. Hey, this calculation we already have in the problem. This is the third time we are doing this. इसका आंसर क्या है बताओ? हाँ, 16/3. Okay, चलो. So 4 into half minus half cube by 3. Okay, half cube by 3. ये स्क्वायर किधर से? अच्छा, अपर लिमिट है. Yeah. What is 4 into half? 2. Half cube 1 by 8 divided by 3. 1 by 24. I think we should have done that by fraction. करना चाहिए था वो, थोड़ा बेटर रहता था. But then something minus would have come like this. That minus minus is plus. Okay. I would recommend fraction. I forgot that actually. 3 by 32. Every year I use fraction only over there, but then somehow I did that with decimal. What is the value of this? 48 minus 1. That is 47 upon 24. Now we'll take LCM into 8, right? 16 8s are 128. 128 minus 47 upon 34. Sorry, 24. Clear? What is 128 minus 24? 1. And bolo 81. 3 8s are. Okay. Is it divisible further? 81 upon 246. 240. 256, na? 32 into 8. 81 upon 256. Okay. So this is I2. And what you're going to do? You're going to add both. Now here what I've done, one in decimal, one in fraction. I've taught you both. करने का है तो दोनों डेसिमल में करो या तो दोनों फ्रैक्शन में करो. Which one will be easier relatively? Fraction will be easier. Fine. अभी ऐड मत करो, दोनों सेम रहेगा तो ऐड करो, जब भी दोनों डेसिमल है। अच्छा, सो बेसिकली व्हाट इज दिस, I1 and I2 we are going to add, okay, in the exam. Question number 8. Now we are starting with CDF for continuous. Continuous RV. What is RV? Random variable. Okay. What is CDF? CDF is continuous or cumulative? Cumulative. CDF is cumulative. Capital F of X. Same thing we did in discrete, right? Okay, but then there the calculation was based on the table. यहाँ पे table में कुछ नहीं. Formula is there. So capital F of X minus infinity to X. This is the formula. F of X dx. Just copy. We'll be doing 8 and 9 problem first. They are very simple and quicker than the earlier ones. Okay, fine. Question number 8. Okay, so see, if you read question number 8, they are directly asking you what? What are they asking? CDF. So we'll put the formula of CDF. Minus infinity to X, F of X dx. Now minus infinity will be replaced with the lower limit of the problem. Very important point. Minus infinity will be replaced with the lower limit of the problem. What is the lower limit of the interval over there or the problem? 0. Upper limit will remain x only. X ही लिखने का उसको. Are you understanding? Upper limit will remain what? X. Okay. X upon 8 dx. 1 upon 8 outside. By the way, CDF is capital F of X. Okay. Integration of X dx. What is integration of X? बोलो. X square by 2. X and 0. 1 by 16. X square. X and 0. If you're not able to understand the calculation, please ask. 1 by 16, curly bracket, box minus box. Stop writing. In this particular box, x square, x की जगह पे पहले क्या आएगा? Upper limit. What is the upper limit? X. So it is going to be remain x square only. And what about the lower limit over here? 0 square. So it is 0 square. So this is equal to x square by 16. Did you understand this? Now just wait for a while. At x is equal to 0.5. Read the rest of the problem over there. At x is equal to 0.5. Now check whether 0.5 is between 0 to 4. Okay. So f of 0.5 will be 0.5 the whole square upon 16. 0.25 upon 16. 25 upon 1600. Reduce this, you'll get the answer. Now you should know the meaning of this. इसका meaning क्या है that I let you know. So this is 0 to 4, 0.5. So this value, this value is nothing but probability from 0 to 0.5. It is not only 0.5. CDF starts from the first value, cumulative. So it is from 0 to 0.5. If you have understood this well and enough, otherwise leave it. Concept is this. Second one, at x is equal to 1.7. Where is 1.7? In between. But then directly we can put this value in this formula. 1.7 the whole square upon 16, 1.89 upon 16, 189 upon 1600. Reduce होता है तो करो, otherwise leave it like that only. At x equal to 5, okay, at x equal to 5, CDF f of phi equal to equal to equal to equal to 1. You remember that example? P of x, then f of x. ये last वाला 1 रहता है. When x value is more than 4, CDF is always 1. When x value is before 0, answer is always 0. So f of phi is equal to 1. So if you do this, phi square upon 16, this is absolutely wrong. Did you understand? Okay. What if they are asking you f of x equal to minus 1? One additional part, f of x equal to minus 1. This is 0. Okay. Our interval is only from 0 to 4. So the final CDF is going to be 1 over here. इसके आगे सब कुछ 1 ही रहेगा CDF. और इसके पीछे 0 के पहले everything will be 0. Did you understand? Okay. What will be f of 4 without calculating? Can you tell me what will be f of 4? 1. This is conceptual. Okay. So please copy question number 8. Understanding? I'm in class, so I'm not picking up. I am in class, so I'm not picking up. Okay. What is 25 upon 1600? 1 upon? Acha, by the way, mean and variance values can be more than 1. Huh? Probability cannot be more than 1. X equal to minus 1 is an additional value which I have given you. What will be f of 100 over here? 1. Okay. Yeah. Question number 9. Copy this also. These two last one are conceptual. Even f of 4 is equal to 1, that is also conceptual. That is the final value of the interval. वहाँ पे cumulative ends at 1, right? If you have understood cumulative का example from discrete, this will be easy. I think everyone were there over here for discrete. Yeah. Question number 9. Again, very simple problem. Okay, question number 9 over here. CDF. CDF is capital F of x minus infinity to x f of x dx. Right? What will be minus infinity replaced with? Is it always 0? It is lower limit of the problem or lower limit of the interval. Lower interval. So like previous problem here also the lower limit is 0. Not necessary always 0. It is lower limit of the interval. What is the upper limit? X. 3x square by 8 dx. Now this is not a very painful task. Simple integration. Okay. 3 by 8. X cube by 3. 3 cancel because they are constants. So 1 upon 8. X cube. X and 0. Okay. You may copy this. Box minus box. X cube by 8. This is f of x. So f of x is equal to x cube by 8. Did you understand? Okay. Now there is one very important word over there. What is that important word? Hence. That word over there is hence. Look at the question, everyone. Look at the question, please. Please stop writing. Hence, find the probabilities. Now, first part. Don't copy this. Huh? I'm going to erase this. P of x less than 1. Now, x 0 to 2 less than 1 is this. Don't copy this. Don't copy this. So, 0 to 1 f of x dx. Okay. If you do this, you'll get wrong. Despite being right. ये right है, but then the method is wrong. They are saying hence. Hence means what? Make use of the CDF. Make use of the CDF which we have calculated. तुम लोग को समझ में आ रहा है? Okay, if this is not a CDF problem and they are not asking using CDF, तो ये right वाला solution है, right? So first part, P of x less than 1, 0 to 2, and this is 1. So in terms of CDF, this is f of 1. हो गया खत्म. We only have to calculate the probability from 0 to 1. So we have to stop at 1 in CDF. Right from the start to 1. So f of 1, 1 cube by 8, which is 1 by 8. Did you understand this? Okay. Second part, don't write anything, please wait. P of x less than minus 2. Where is minus 2 over here? Okay. Right? So this is 0. Less than minus 2. It is over here somewhere. So the CDF is 0 over there. Third one, P of x greater than 0. Hey, this is quite logical. Huh? Minus 2, these values less than minus 2 are not even the part of the interval. So their CDF is 0. X greater than 0. Chalo, greater than 0, our interval is from 0 to 2. Greater than 0 from where to where? 0 to 2. So from 0 to 2, f of 2. If you use integration, 0 to 2, method is right. Mark 0. Because you have to make use of CDF. Did you understand this? f of 2. So 2 cube by 8, which is 1. क्योंकि पूरा का cumulative will be 1 na, till 2. Greater than 0 means what? Till the upper limit. And the last one. What is the last one? Between 1 and 2. Now be attentive. Okay. Now between 1 and 2, our regular method is this 1 to 2 f of x. But then they are not asking the regular method. They are asking the CDF method. Okay. Now when we say CDF, it always starts from the starting point. It always starts from the starting point. What is the starting point over here? 0. It's not 1. तो ऐसा बीच में कोई तो शेडिंग रहेगा ना, उसका आंसर ऐसा रहेगा f of 2 minus f of 1. Clear? Did you understand? What is f of 2? 2 cube by 8. What is f of 1? 1 cube by 8. Where I'm getting these values from? I'm getting these values from this 2 cube by 8, 1 cube by 8. Okay? 8 by 8, 7 by 8. Okay, now see, if they are asking you this is 0 to 4, that problem is over. Huh? If they are asking you between 1 to 3 using CDF method, probability of between 1 to 3. So will you tell me what is the solution? F3 minus F1. Khatam. If they're asking you f of 5 over here, equals to 1. If they're asking you probability of x greater than 4, 1. Conceptual hai. If they're asking you probability of x lesser than 0, 0. CDF तो आएगा ही नहीं उसमें पिक्चर में. Right? Start copying. Question number 9. Everyone has copied till here? Now this part. Now the last part of this, that is mean and variance, then this part will get over. Okay. So now for Poisson, for binomial, for discrete, mean and variance formulae were different. than each other. Each category of distribution has its own mean formula, its own variance formula. Okay. Likewise, over here also for continuous, mean and variance formula is totally different. Fine. So for copy this continuous random variable, and this last problem mark it very important for the boards. For continuous random variable, mean. What is the other name for mean? Expected value or mathematical expectation or average. Mu or e of x. Integration minus infinity to infinity x into f of x dx. Mu is equal to minus infinity to infinity x into f of x dx. Variance of x minus infinity to infinity x square f of x dx minus mu square minus mu square. This is variance of x. Guys, and what is standard deviation of x? Root of variance. That is the a standard formula throughout, be it regression or be it this topic or wherever it is. Fine. आगे बढ़ू. Okay. Question number 10. Again, as I said, it's a very important problem for the boards. And from the miscellaneous exercise, I'm going to mark few problems. वो खुद से practice कर लेना. Okay. So if you're reading the problem, it's a continuous random variable. Okay. Continuous random variable interval is given. F of x is equal to c by x. Guys, what is c? C के constant of c is greater than 0, 0 otherwise just ignore. Find c. Whenever in continuous, we are supposed to find out the constant. What we do? What we do? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Why 1, 2, 3? Upper and lower limit of the interval. Okay. Up this and this of the problem. Okay. Equal to what? 1. Right? 1, 2, 3. C upon x dx is equal to 1. C outside 1 upon x. Guys, what is the integration of 1 upon x? Anyone? Huh? Log mod x. 3 and 1 equal to 1. Integration of 1 upon x is log modulus x. C box bracket. Log 3 minus log 1. What is log 1? 0. So what is C? 1 upon log 3. Did you understand? C is 1 upon log 3. Copy. Chalo. Then we'll calculate the mean and variance and also CDF. They are also saying calculate f of x. What is capital F of x? CDF. Cumulative or continuous? Cumulative. Now this part is not that complicated. See. Done. Now first we'll calculate E of x. Expected value mu formula minus infinity to infinity x into f of x dx. Right? Guys, what will be the lower limit and upper limit as per you?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's the upper limit and lower limit of the problem. Minus infinity to infinity is in general. X into f of x. What is f of x? C upon x. C outside 1. How 1? X and this particular x got cancelled. So C into x. Upper limit and lower limit. C box minus box curly bracket. Okay. And what is C? 1 upon log 3 into 2. 2 by log 3. Look at the calculation. This was once asked for 4 marks. Same problem. Huh? Each particular part is 1 mark. Guys, are you finding this difficult? Variance of x. The formula is integration minus infinity to infinity x square f of x dx minus mu square. So 1 to 3 x square into c by x dx minus 2 by log 3 the whole square. Okay. C x. How x? How x? X square upon x is x. What is integration of x? X square by 2. Clear? 3 and 1. 2 upon log 3 the whole square. Okay. So guys, just copy this variance of x. Then I will simplify. This will have simple integration. Huh? ज़्यादा complicated नहीं है integration. Okay, so box minus box over here, curly bracket over here, 4 upon log 3 the whole square. 3 cube by 2, 3 square by 2 minus 1 square by 2. Guys, what is C? 2 upon log 3, right? And this will be 1 upon log 3. Sorry. Yes, C is 2 upon log 3, beta. Then here also, I think I've put, no, mu is 2 upon log 3, correct, yeah. So C is 1 upon log 3, 9 by 2 minus half. Hey, this 2, will it come ahead over here? No, it is the power of log. If it is log 3 square, ऐसा रहेगा. Now this I have told 100 times. Even if I tell 1000 times, some students will be unclear. 9 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is what? 4. 4 upon log 3 minus 4 upon log 3 the whole square. Okay, this is variance of x. And the last thing will be CDF. Why are we supposed to calculate CDF? F of x is asked. Capital F of x is always the CDF. Okay, what is the formula? Minus infinity to x, f of x dx. What is minus infinity getting replaced with? Lower limit of the problem, lower limit of the interval. Okay, lower interval. ऊपर का x किससे replace होगा? It will remain x. And what is f of x? C upon x, right? C outside, 1 upon x and 1. C is what? 1 by log 3, log mod x. Correct, na? Yes or no? 1 upon log 3, box bracket minus box bracket, log mod x, log mod 1, 1 upon log 3. What is log 1? So this also can be written as log x upon log 3. Correct? It is okay if you don't put that modulus in the last step. This is the end of continuous random variable and the end of the chapter. But then few things before we leave. Okay. From page number 156, 13, 14, 16, and 17. You should do on your own. 13, 14, 16, and 17. This mark. You should do on your own. Okay. Don't do the 15th one, not required. Okay. 13, 14, 16, and which one? Okay. And MCQ, page number 153. Now, guys, these are not really MCQs, okay? These are solutions. These are numericals, not MCQs. 6 and 7, you should do on your own for practice. It is continuous probability distribution. End of the class.